Hi everyone, it's your boy Zach, and this is my review of Extraction. So I'm a bit of a contrarian, and hearing something is popular, if I haven't seen it already, is kind of a turnoff. So I've been working through my Amazon Prime Video, and I kind of heard about it by, a couple days go by, and they're talking about, this huge, massive success of Extraction, and then everyone's like, have you seen it? Have you seen it? It's your type of movie. It's military, shoot 'em up. Have you seen it? I was like, I guess I'll get to it. So I watched it yesterday, and I guess I got to it. So Extraction is strange. It's basically the I don't know, mercenary, Bangladesh John Wick. Not saying that the character is Bangladeshi, but it's a movie that starts off pretty good, and then gets great, and then essentially completely collapses. The whole last hour is just flop sweat and tripping over your own untied shoelaces, and then bumping your head on the bumper of a car when you bend over to tie them, and then you fall back and your head goes into a cow patty, and then you turn around because you're not sure, and then your face goes into the cow patty. Chris Hemsworth is Chris Hemsworth with sweatier hair than usual. I always think about, if you know comics artists, there's an artist named John Buscema, and Chris Hemsworth literally looks like a John Buscema drawing come to life. But anyway, he plays sorry, I just remembered his name. He plays a mercenary named Tyler Rake. And they start off, fairly simple. He's drunk. He's haunted by the past. Then he drinks, and he gets hired, and he's got a mysterious woman. They might have a thing from the past, but mainly it's just you like Chris Hemsworth. He looks cool. His haircut looks cool. He's wearing military gear that looks cool. Everything's cool. So you're kind of in it, and you've heard it's, popular, and it starts to get going, and you start to notice it's really formulaic, like shockingly formulaic, almost to the point of parody, almost to the point of tragedy. It is so formulaic. But then the good action scenes start, and the good action scenes are Chris Hemsworth, basically born looking like an action figure. Well, I mean, he wasn't born to be a real life action figure when he was adult. That'd be funny if he was born and he was all like giant shoulders and stuff like that. But getting in some pretty good action. He's in his prime. He's not injured yet, and the action, while kind of crazy, is believable. Then he kind of gets injured. So he's rescuing a kid who's been kidnapped, and the kid is actually the main problem in it. So the kid is the dog from John Wick. It's what humanizes the killer. The problem is the kid barely has a character before he gets kidnapped, and then his reaction to all of the insanity is completely... It feels like this is the 5th or 6th time he's been kidnapped. Like, he doesn't like it, but he knows the drill. I used to get in street fights when I was in my 20s, and quite honestly, the first time I got arrested, it was extremely traumatic. By the 3rd or 4th time, it was an annoyance, essentially. Eventually, my dad got tired of bailing me out. He's like, if you like fighting so much, go join the Marines, which I did. I actually think he might have just said military in general. But I had trouble getting into the Army because of the fights. And then all the Marines said, they go, we have one question. I go, what? They go, like, did you win? I go, yeah, I won. So they we got a waiver for that. But yeah, that would be funny if, like, midway through, like, Chris Hemsworth was like, oh, I know this is tough on you, but you're being a brave little soldier. And he's like, this is my 5th time this year, this calendar year, and it's April. He's like, oh, well, okay. It just ruins it for him. Like, there's this really good scene at the beginning when he's being chased, and then there's kind of like the second, King Dingaling. It's how do I say? I don't know. It's a cool guy. It's a cool guy with cool hair who's helping out the gangster dad to get the son back, or his son will be killed. And then, so it's Chris Hemsworth fighting a bunch of people, and it's actually pretty darn good. And then the whole second hour is cliche after cliche after cliche. Oh, here's a guy from his past who owes him something. I wonder if he's betraying him. Who saw that one coming? Oh, I wonder if the kid's gonna come down and shoot. Yeah, he just did. He shot him. Oh, he's dealing with the pain. Yeah, okay. At the end, it becomes sillier. This is how I'll say it. Remember in the first John Wick, where John Wick gets hit by a baseball bat and he just kind of falls down to the ground like a person who got hit by a baseball bat in the back of their head? And by the third one, he can fall off a freaking 6-story building onto a dumpster and then walk away? That is what happens in just this movie. He goes from a, pretty tough guy with good coordination, and he knows tactics, and good marksmanship, to a superhero, and it just gets stupid. It literally turns into a button masher video game. And then at the end, some general's like, "Get me my rifle." And then the enemy general is the sniper, and like the maybe ex-girlfriend shoots him. Like, stop. Stupid. It's so stupid. And then they even have the thing, it's like, oh, he's been killed, but he fell into the water. I wonder if he will be cleansed and reborn. So the other similarity to John Wick is this is directed by I believe it was a fight choreographer or a stuntman. Usually they're kind of the same thing, or they used to be a stuntman type of thing. And the initial fights were quite good, and at the end it just becomes stupid and magical and boring and silly. And then like this super protected gangster who's completely untouchable, the girl boss just walks into the men's room and he's like, "Oh, hey, what's up, girl next to me? I have no guards. Hey, yeah, you're probably just gonna piss. Hey, #woke. I'm not assuming your gender." And then she shoots him. It's like, really? So supposedly they're making a sequel. I'm completely disinterested in that shit. But anyway, if you just absolutely love Chris Hemsworth and you want to see some cool stunts, watch the first 45 minutes. As soon as Chris Hemsworth and the kid jump into a sewer and call for some help, just stop watching. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.